Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome inside Lorraine Ramsey Gymnasium here at Illinois Central College. It's a big one. Top 10 battle for a trip to the Division II National Championship in Port Huron, Michigan, as the number 6 Lakeland Lakers at 28-3 overall take on the hosts and number 9 ranked ICC Cougars. Hi, everybody. Alex Staub back on the call, and today I'm joined by Illini Bluffs head girls basketball coach Jim Robertson. Coach, first off, thanks for your time. We appreciate you being on the broadcast. That being said, ICC Parkland yesterday went double overtime at about this time, so they've had less than 24 hours to rebound, turn around, play in a big game after going double overtime. Kind of putting that coach's hat on, what kind of things are you trying to go through with your team knowing that you had such an exhausting game less than 24 hours ago?
So one of the biggest things coming out of a game like that is the emotions are high. You're in double overtime. You're on a roller coaster. We're going to win. We're not going to win. We're down. We're up. Huge thing for Coach Redeker to put that game behind the kids' mind and refocus for today's game.
ICC looking to avenge a 25-point loss earlier in the regular season to Lakeland. And this is something I'm probably going to mention a couple times. I was talking with you before we came on the air as well, that when these two teams met in East Peoria, Lakeland was up 20-plus with the shot clock off. They could have run out the clock, but instead they elect to run in a layup and go for a last shot. That's something that doesn't sit well with anybody from ICC. But that being said, how do you balance using the almost anger from a moment like that with we still have to go out and play our game for 40 minutes?
And that's something Coach Redeker, I'm sure, has a bag of tricks that she doesn't share with everybody. But those are teaching moments for your team, for one thing, and motivation for her. So I am sure she will use that at a point or points through the game in pregame locker room, maybe at halftime, to use that instance as motivation to fire her team up.
You only get to host the region tournament once every 7 years with 7 teams in the region. It cycles through as such. So ICC has not hosted this in a long time. They have a chance to three-peat in the region championship. How do you try to block that out in terms of we've been to this stage before, we've won it 2 consecutive years? It's part of that probably just treating it like another game, right? And also, that being said, it probably helps to treat it that way when it's on your home floor.
I would agree 100%. There's so much getting inside of these young ladies' heads, and I think Coach Redeker's a master at that. I admire her and how she handles her team and gets them fired up. And I think you're right. You got to approach this. It's another game. It's another day. And as I said earlier, we got to put yesterday behind us. Good job. But that was yesterday. We got to be fired up today.
In what kind of ways do you try to avenge a loss as big as a 25-point loss?
I think you got to just go back to the game film, find out what went wrong. Again, use some motivation. You know, we didn't play well here. We didn't do this. They shot exceptionally well. You know, throw all those things out and make your kids understand that that was then. We're a much better team now than we were then. We've grown, we've matured, and we're ready for this ball game.
Coach, you've had a little bit of time to take a look at the box score. Is there anything that you think jumps out just looking at it there that could really come to the forefront today? Because I know, for example, ICC with Mariah Ward yesterday had 14 rebounds. And the thing I noticed from having been here live yesterday was ICC's post play is going to be a big difference in that game, but the posts have to stay out of foul trouble. So with, having coached one of our players in Cameron Stafford, the foul trouble obviously probably – we won't elaborate on this too much, but fouling out yesterday, how do you try to coach your kids through, when they can't foul out in such a big game like this? How do you coach them to try and not make that a problem?
So a lot of times there's only so much you can say, and I ran into a situation like that in our postseason run. You tell them, they say, trust me, coach, I can go back in, but they go back in and foul anyway.
Yeah.
And I got the opportunity to watch this game from down at Jacksonville, Illinois College in Jacksonville to track me yesterday. And great job in the broadcast, by the way, but it was a lot of fun to get to watch this on there. But, yeah, there were some things, and I feel I can beat up on Cameron a little bit because she is one of my ex-players.
Yeah.
Her fifth foul was not a very smart foul. I think she had a foul earlier that wasn't a smart foul.
Yeah.
And some of that is for her. This is her first college postseason, so I'm sure nerves are playing a little fact, but we cannot have the post players getting in foul trouble. We had some defensive lapses, I thought, yesterday late in the game in rotations on defense, and they got a couple pretty easy layups. And, of course, when you talk about 2 overtimes, take one of those layups away and maybe you're not in overtime.
It will be interesting to see, no doubt. We are just under 4 minutes away from tip. It seems like this always correlates this way. Region championship, same day as the Missouri Valley Men's Basketball Tournament Championship. So for those that haven't been following our broadcast as much, we do an out-of-town scoreboard. There's only one game on it that we really care about today, and that's the Bradley men going for another Missouri Valley Tournament title. They are currently just before the half in St. Louis. Valparaiso 38, Bradley 36. And, Coach, we can talk about that a little bit, I guess, in terms of, yesterday you had the Morton girls playing for a state championship, the Bradley men in a tournament semifinal, this region semifinal game. The Illinois men are going to play Iowa tonight. It's a great weekend for area basketball, is it not?
It is, and what a wonderful thing for us to live in this area. What a hotbed of basketball at any level.
Yeah, absolutely. So 3 minutes before tip-off, we got a guest public address announcer, Brett Myers, former public address announcer for the NWSL Chicago Red Stars, has tried out for various roles in the NHL and NBA as well. So we're excited to have him be able to make the trip down from Rockford and announce this game. So we'll toss it down to him here in a couple of minutes. But, again, I think ICC's also got to make sure they keep the crowd out of it, because Lakeland does travel very well and they can be very loud, and that's a great thing. You want to see that. An example would be a high school regional title I saw not that long ago from afar, Metamora Notre Dame. I mean, it was piercingly loud from tip-off to final buzzer, and obviously the Lakeland fans can bring that kind of noise. So you got to make sure you're making these momentum-type plays to make sure that doesn't end up being a problem. And how do you try – what is the science, I guess would be my question, behind trying to block out crowd noise? Because I'm sure it's easier said than done.
Oh, I don't know. I think back about that a lot. And even in today, somebody will say, did you hear what such and such said in the stands? No, I didn't. I think the kids and the coaches get focused on the game and just kind of put that behind them. But it does play a factor, and hopefully our side of the floor is as fired up or more as their side of the floor.
Talking about the emotions of a game such as this one, the night before a big game like this, is there much sleep done? How do you get through a night of any sleep at all with that, and how do you try to combat that knowing there's such a big game the following day?
And, I think that changes from situation to situation, person to person. Can't speak for Coach Redeker. I'm sure it was on her mind last night. My night before we played Lewistown in the section championship, I actually went to a movie by myself. Nobody was in there. Went and watched Star Wars and ate popcorn and was as relaxed as can be. So, the coaches, the kids, I'm sure they think about it. It's a big day.
We'll toss it down to public address announcer Brett Myers for the pregame introductions.
This is the 2020 Region 24 Women's Basketball Championship game. It features the number 6 ranked Lakers of Lakeland College and the 2-time defending region champions, the number 9 ranked Cougars of Illinois Central College. A reminder that this athletic event is conducted under the rules and regulations set forth by the National Junior Collegiate Athletic Association and Region 24. We ask that you maintain good sportsmanship throughout this contest, no matter what your personal feelings or loyalties may be. We thank you for your cooperation. Now please rise, face the flag with a hand over your heart to join our student athletes and coaches in honoring America, celebrating our freedom and those who protect it both here and around the globe with the playing of our national anthem. And now, let's meet the starting lineups for this afternoon's game. First, for the Lakeland Lakers. At guard, a 5'6" sophomore from Normal, Illinois, number 0, Ari Sims. A 5'7" freshman guard from Effingham, Illinois, number 3, Carson Pearden. A 5'8" freshman guard from Effingham, Illinois, number 13, Abby Weiss. At guard, a 5'7" freshman from Panna, Illinois, number 20, Shania Schoonover. And a 5'9" freshman forward from Normal, Illinois, number 34, Treasure Newson. The Lakers bring a 28-3 record into today's game. They are coached by David Johnson in his 19th season with the program. He is assisted by J.R. Hodges. Now the starting lineup for the ICC Cougars. At guard, a 5'4" sophomore from Morton, Illinois, number 3, Josie Becker. At guard, a 5'8" sophomore from Normal, Illinois, number 21, Summer Stower. A 6' freshman forward from Mapleton, Illinois, number 22, Cameron Stafford. At guard, a 5'9" freshman from Eureka, Illinois, number 32, Courtney Heffron. And at forward, a 5'11" freshman from Bloomington, Illinois, number 35, Ayana Gibbs. The Cougars bring a 25-6 record into today's game. The Cougars are coached by Carrie Rediker in her 7th season with the program and a career record of 199 wins and 37 losses. She is assisted by Greg Martin, Stan Crosser, Denny Hieronymus, Jason Alexander, Destiny Ramsey, and Brooklyn Everly. The officials for this region championship, Vince Cunningham, Jonathan Patterson, and Henry Votsmeyer. And now, ladies and gentlemen, here we go.
You ready for this, Coach?
I'm ready. I'm excited.
Again, want to thank Brett Myers on the PA mic today. Courtney Heffron for the Cougars, Treasure Newson for Lakeland. Region championship winner to Port Huron. Here we go from East Peoria. Lakeland wins the opening tip. Once again, Alex Top, Jim Robertson on the call. Happy to be with you here on this Sunday afternoon in East Peoria. Ari Sims, their talented point guard. You could say a contender for Region Player of the Year. She runs the point. To the hoop, up and no good. Defensive rebound, no offensive for Lakeland. That's something that also stuck out in that first game for ICC was the number of offensive rebounds, and that will help. Offensive foul, Ari Sims, her first, team's first. So 9:33 to go in our first quarter. Looking for our first points. Heffron to Stafford to Stower. Stafford posting up. They go up top to Gibbs. Now they get it to Cam down low. Back to Ayana Gibbs. Free throw line jumper. Good. Two to nothing Cougars. 9:08 to go in our first quarter. Ari Sims once again at the point for Lakeland. 19th year head coach David Johnson on the opposing sideline. Abby Weiss from the wing. Up top, Treasure Newson. Newson to the hoop, hands it off to Carson Fearday. 10 on the shot clock. Newson on the drive, steps back over to Sims. Sims at the top of the key, pulls up for 3, no good. Rebound for ICC, see if they can push it here in transition. Stower to the hoop, hands it off Gibbs. Dangerous pass. Plenty of black jerseys there, but the Cougars somehow still have possession.
That was great movement on ICC's part.
Ayana Gibbs underneath, backs down on Ari Sims, and a shooting foul. Lakeland's second foul of the game.
I really like her energy coming out here at the start of the game.
Ayana Gibbs will go to the free throw line for the Cougars. You know, I talked with Coach Rediker post-game in the Parkland game. You know, games like this, you know, she usually struggles from the free throw line, but I told her, Coach Rediker that is, Ayana went 8 of 11 from the free throw line. Having a game like that's got to do a whale of a bit for her confidence.
Absolutely.
Gibbs goes 2 for 2. Cougars up 4-0 here in this region championship game. Once again, winner to Port Huron. St. Clair Community College. Only 20 minutes from the Canadian border, fun fact. So regardless of who goes up there, it'll be fun to make a trip up there. Carson Fearday from the wing, 3, no good. Rebound, another offensive rebound for Lakeland. Cougars got to limit those. Nice hustle by both Stafford and Gibbs. Lakeland throws it right out of bounds. Great perseverance to end up with the ball after that possession.
Very, very good. I love seeing the kids on the floor. Great energy.
8:04 to go in the first quarter. 4-0 ICC. Cameron Stafford will inbound near sideline. As long as she doesn't go to the free throw line with a tied game and 10 seconds to go, I think you'll be okay, right, Coach?
Be all right.
Josie Becker down low, and another foul on, an offensive on ICC.
Oh. Tough call.
Summer Stower, her first team search. You know, we talked before we came on, we got a little bit of a delay here, so when because we're watching it on my computer, so when it gets to the play, we'll see where they would have gotten that offensive. But nonetheless, on the other end, we got Ari Sims up to Abby Weiss. Weiss back to Fearday. Fearday to the hoop. Hands it off Sims. You see anything there off the blue, Coach?
I would respectfully disagree, but in my 30-year career, that happens a lot.
Dangerous down-court pass results in a turnover. Fearday the other way, no good. Rebound off Stafford. .7:30 to go in the first quarter. 4-0 ICC over Lakeland. That'll be a near. Oh, what do we have here? Convening between the officials, Jonathan Patterson and Henry Votsmeyer.
Little indecision.
Timing, perhaps. Shot clock. Ari Sims with the near baseline inbound for Lakeland. Finds Treasure Newson. Newson over to the wing. Almost out of bounds, intended for Weiss. 13 on the shot clock. Weiss to the hoop, blocked. Rebound Stafford. Stower on the fast break. Dangerous pass, too many black jerseys.
Very dangerous.
Ari Sims on the other end hands it off to Carson Fearday. Fearday drives in on Gibbs. Flips it out to Weiss. Weiss inside the lane, a scoon over, and a reach-in foul on Cameron Stafford. So it'll be a near baseline inbound once again for Ari Sims. Sims gets it right in underneath to Carson Fearday, who gets the bucket to go. Not much you can do with that.
Not much you can do. That was a heck of an effort.
Stower from the wing finds Josie Becker up top. And Ayana Gibbs inside the lane. Turn around two, up and in.
Nice left-handed shot.
Ayana had a great game yesterday in terms of starting the game with all of ICC's points. She's doing it here again today. Sims at the point. Over to the wing now with Weiss. Weiss to the hoop on Heffron, reach-in foul. It's a smart move by the Lakers in terms of knowing how you're able to draw that foul. Push in on the defender, see if you can draw that kind of contact. Elizabeth Busher in for Lakeland. Baseline inbound for Ari Sims. Finds Weiss at the wing. Up top to Newson. Newson on the drive. Ari Sims from the corner. Off the left block. Fires it up top. And what are we going to have here? Out of bounds to the Cougars.
Lakeland really seems to be a little shaky here early with some of their passing.
Because that looked like that play was setting up for a great opportunity. They just couldn't convert it.
Absolutely.
Josie Becker top of the key over to the wing with Courtney Heffron. Back to Cameron Stafford. Summer Stower from the wing had 27 yesterday. Stafford spin move blocked. Tips it out. Who are they going to say it's off? Lakeland. They're going to say it's off Lakeland. Cougar ball. David Johnson is irate at the call.
I love this little 28-second delay we have here in our little video we have here in our booth.
Becker on the inbound to Stower. Hands it off Becker. Stafford to the hoop. Pulls up from the free throw line. Good. 8-2 Cougars. 5:46 first quarter. It's very early, but a great start.
Great start. Knock on wood here.
They hand off top of the key. No, they don't. Treasure Newson at the wing. Carson Fearday hands it off to Ari Sims. Over to the elbow, Newson pushes off over to the wing. Now Weiss for three, no good. Rebound, Courtney Heffron. Heffron has it top of the key over to Josie Becker. Heffron down low gives, back to Stower. Stower on the drive, pushes off, might have gotten away with one there. Stower for two. Timeout Lakeland. 30-second timeout Lakeland. Coach, your thoughts here on the first 5 minutes or so?
Hey, great energy coming out on the floor for ICC. I think Lakeland looks a little shaky, and very, very pleased with how we've started off the game.
High school players aplenty. Couple of your players over to our left. They even know you're here? Oh, there we go.
Yeah, they know.
I was going to say, like, you would think they would recognize your coach, right?
You would think.
And then Peyton Deary and Courtney Jones from Morton. Tough loss for them yesterday. 1 point loss to Simeon, but still 37-1. Sole possession of second place for most wins in a season in IHSA girls basketball history. Phenomenal
season. I'm sure it still hurts, but you can't take away a phenomenal season. Some of those kids, a phenomenal career.
Definitely. And Courtney coming here to ICC next year. We'll be excited to have her on campus. Fearday pushes off. They apparently aren't going to call the push off on either team tonight. Summer Stower up the sideline to Josie Becker. Ayana Gibbs to the line, hands it off. Summer Stower. Over to the right corner, Heffron. 4:46 first quarter. Over to the left wing, Becker. Becker will reset. Smart move there, knowing you don't necessarily have numbers or the right positioning.
Showing some great patience.
Stafford now down to 10 on the shot clock. Gibbs on the drive. Flips it up and in. 12-2 Cougars. 4:26 to go in the first quarter. Ari Sims at the volleyball line for Lakeland. Over to the wing now, Weiss. Weiss back up to Sims. Finds Busher. Busher to the elbow with Newson. Newson over to the wing now, Weiss. 3-ball left wing, good. 7-point game, 12-5. Courtney Heffron back up top, Ayana Gibbs. Gibbs over to the wing, Josie Becker, 3-ball, good! 15-5, 3:44 first quarter. Ari Sims once again at the point for Lakeland. Definitely a very talented guard for Coach David Johnson and company. Treasure Newson looking for options. Swings it over to the wing with Sims. 3:29 first quarter. Carson Fearday. Double dribble, turnover to the Cougars.
Coach Redeker's got to be very pleased with our defense at this point.
Even got Bob Becker off his feet in the stands across from us. Nice to see he made it from the postseason celebration for the Morton Lady Potters. I was joking with one of their commentators, Brian Gordon. I said they might need to get him a police escort to make sure he gets over here in time from the party. Stower left corner, 3-ball, no good. Rebound Ari Sims. That was about as good of a look as you could ask for, though.
I'm sure Coach Becker, this is a nice distraction for him to
Carson,
get away and watch his daughter's game.
Treasure Newson over to Ari Sims. 2 subs for ICC. Next dead ball. Sims to the hoop. Blocked by Stafford and a late whistle.
Silly foul, Cameron. That's a coach. That's a coach's comment.
Oh, I understand, no doubt. So Mariah Ward, sophomore out of Peoria High, and Maya Marshall, sophomore out of Westchester St. Joseph and St. Louis Community College. Ari Sims to the free throw line.
Ari Sims at the line, shooting 2.
We got the delay here. Yeah, I got too much arm. Sims' first free throw, good.
You know, and the coaches preach that straight up, and we want a tomahawk chop every time.
Second free throw for Sims on its way and good. Bailey Breedlove, a sub for the Lakers, and she will replace Treasure Newson. 2:52 to go in the first quarter. ICC by 8, 15-7. Josie Becker over to the wing, Maya Marshall. Marshall looking for options, goes up top to Ayana Gibbs. Stower cuts inside, puts it up on the Lakers, no good. Rebound Stower, put back, no good. Rebound Lakeland and a foul. Free throws for Lakeland.
So we talk a lot about basketball, as in with a lot of sports, as a game of runs, and right now Lakeland's got a little bit of a run going, so it's important that we start that off.
The Lakeland assistant coaches have just been given a warning. Now David Johnson is, I think what it was is they're thinking 5 fouls should be bonus, because I thought that too, unless they deemed that a player control foul, no free throws.
And we missed the replay. Oh.
So they're talking over it right now. Yeah, so offensive rebound there. Stower had the putback. Then, yeah, foul on Gibbs. Got a little too much contact from behind, so I don't see how it's a player control foul.
Not at all.
So it should be free throws for Lakeland, which I'm assuming is what David Johnson's argument was. Bailey Breedlove to the line for the Lakers. They're within 8 at 2:32 in the first quarter. Free throw up and in. 15-8, 2:32, quarter one. One more free throw for Breedlove, and it's good. 2-possession game, 15-9, 2:28 first quarter. Maya Marshall up top by Anna Gibbs. Swings it over to the wing, Josie Becker. And a foul on Lakeland. Down goes Gibbs. Lakers pick up their third foul. Harley Berry, her first, team's third. And Kamaria Gant, the Bloomington High School product, is into the game. Local talent on both sides.
A lot of local talent. Love it.
Baseline inbound for Josie Becker. Summer Stower up top, 2:19 in the quarter. Stower over to the wing now. Goes over to Maya Marshall. Marshall up top to Gibbs. Gibbs on the drive. Flips it up with contact and a foul.
Hard foul.
Bailey Breedlove, her first, team's fourth. Courtney Heffron returns, and she replaces Summer Stower. Ayana Gibbs, 2 shots. Free throw, good. 16-9, 2:07 to go, first quarter here in East Peoria. Second free throw, no good. Rebound, Mariah Ward. Ward running out of room, puts it back up and traveled.
Good effort, though. Good effort.
Yeah. There'll be a baseline inbound for Elizabeth Busher. Into Carson Fearday with 2 minutes to go in the first quarter. Lakeland could get back within a possession potentially here, barring a 4-point play. Breedlove at the point. Goes inside. Fearday pushes off, throws the elbow. No whistle there. Rebound, Mariah Ward. I'm telling you, they're not calling the push off today.
Well, that's about 4 we've seen now.
Maya Marshall to Ayana Gibbs. Gibbs spins out of the lane. Now back in, nearly loses it to Heffron. Heffron, 3-ball. Good! 19-9, 1:30 to go in the first quarter. Gant at the free throw line, drives on Marshall, put up, no good. Offensive rebound and put back, no good, and a foul. Ward, her first, team's fifth, or well, they're over the penalty. Weiss returns for Lakeland. Oh, how about this? Big news on collegiate women's basketball. Iowa State stuns number 2 Baylor in the conference tournament.
Wow.
Kim Mulkey, you could argue one of the more respectable, definitely more respectable coaches actively, one of the greatest women's basketball coaches of all time at the collegiate level.
That's a big one. we're going to have to do a little better job here in these defensive rebounds.
Summer Stower for Josie Becker. 1:17 to go in the first quarter. 8-point lead. Courtney Heffern over to the wing. Maya Marshall. Up top, Mariah Ward. Summer Stower from the wing. How about Ayana Gibbs? Goes down low, Mariah Ward. Backs down. Turnaround 2. Running out of room and 3-second lane violation. I had a guess that was coming up pretty soon. She had a couple of turnovers of that nature yesterday as well.
Little indecision.
1 minute to go, first quarter. Cougars by 8. Barry over to the wing with Weiss up top. Breedlove, big three, no good. Rebound, Courtney Heffern, and fouled. Barry picks up her second, team's 5th. Free throws for the Cougars. Courtney Heffern will go to the line and shoot 2.
Going to be shooting free throws for the rest of the half. That's a big thing.
Quarter.
Yeah. So this is a little different in
now,
college.
that's what I don't really get is why you need to mess with that. Just have the count don't really need the count to reset at the quarter. Kind of how they've messed with that substitution rule where you at the college level where you only have to sub in either at before the free throws or after they're done. There's no in between. Which that I really think they shouldn't have messed with, because why mess with something that little?
Yes.
Weiss up top. Breedlove gets a second chance. Misses that one too. And another foul on Lakeland. More free throws on the way. Busher, her first. Now, the best case scenario for Lakeland here is that despite these fouls accumulating, they only have one player with multiple fouls, and that's Harley Berry has 2. Sims, Busher, Breedlove, and Newsom all only have 1 each.
So from a coaching standpoint, you love it when you look up and realize they've been spread out.
That's for sure. Gibbs, free throw, good.
Now, if you're on ICC's side, you have a different thought.
Yeah. 10-point lead. One more free throw for Gibbs. On its way and good. Jordan Hare, sophomore out of Macomb, into the game. She's going to be the manager for the Western Illinois women's basketball team, who might have already played Oral Roberts in their Summit League debut. I'll have to take a look at that. Ari Sims over to the wing with Gant. Gant inside the lane to Busher. Now Weiss at the point, defended by Becker. Sims, nice cut. Cougars close out on that, but they don't cut out on that one. No good, though. Rebound, Mariah Ward. Josie Becker. Western Illinois fell in the Summit League tournament, 74-66 to Oral Roberts. Maya Marshall up top, Summer Stower. Stower with 4 and 3 and 2, and she traveled. They don't call the travel. And we played 1 quarter here in East Peoria. ICC 22, Lakeland 11. Coach Robertson, your thoughts on the first 10 minutes?
It's been an exciting first 10 minutes of basketball. I love our energy. We've got to do a better job in the defensive rebounding. I think they're getting in there. Lakeland a little too much on the offensive side, but great first quarter.
Lakeland, only 11 points in the opening 10 minutes, but I'm sure there's definitely plenty of positives to pick out of their first 10 minutes of play.
Oh, absolutely. Every situation's a little different, and I'm sure the Lakeland coach has got some things that he wants to change here. It did look to me like they've calmed down a little bit. Can't imagine that they would be nervous, but looking forward to a good second quarter.
That's the other thing is I feel like ICC being here on this stage before is one thing. Having it on your home floor in terms of getting those jitters out of the way helps big time.
Got to, especially having family and friends in your home crowd here. So, again, as I told you earlier, I'm a little greenhorn on the college level here. Kind of surprised that Cameron's coming back in with 2 fouls. Now, in my world, she would have stayed on the bench for the half.
Interesting move there. We'll see how that pans out. Maya Marshall, Jordan Hare, Josie Becker, Summer Stower, Cameron Stafford, Marshall, 3. Good!
Big 3 to start the quarter.
That's one way to start the quarter.
That's a fantastic way.
And it's also good when you can get the 5 on the floor on the Oh, no call there. Marshall might have got a little too much body on that one. Josie Becker, kick ball. It'll stay Cougar ball.
Excellent look. Excellent look. You see, that's what we was talking about earlier, these wide open drives to the basket. We got to get our rotations down a little quicker and stop that.
Baseline inbound for Josie Becker. And what do we have here? Foul on Lakeland. Weiss, her first, team's first.
Lakeland coach is really working the officials.
Marshall to Becker. Becker over to the corner, Stower. Stower dribbles back up top, spins in. Stower muscles it up, rolls in.
Nice move.
Timeout, Lakeland.
She had just enough English on that basketball. It spun on the front of that rim and rolled right back in. Excellent.
Almost lost my water bottle here.
That was some cat-like ninja quickness right there.
So 27-11 ICC, 9:13 second quarter. What do you think's been the difference to this, albeit 2-bucket quarter, but still to get that start and not make sure Lakeland tries to get a push here at the start?
I still think it's our energy. I love our energy. We're very up-tempo. It looks so much better than we did yesterday in the early minutes.
So Lakeland called the timeout. They're down to 3 timeouts the rest of the game. That's something else to watch out for. Carson Fearday over to the wing now. Shania Schoonover. Back up top, Newsom. Nice look down low. Too many white jerseys, but they make it work anyway. Schoonover wide open. (27-13). Maya Marshall. Jordan Hare over to the wing, Summer Stower. Almost friendly fire there at the elbow. Stafford to Becker. Josie gets the offense moving. Summer top of the key, 10 on the shot clock. Stower lost it. Lost her dribble out of bounds. It'll be a baseline. Look at me. Sideline inbound for Abby Weiss. 27-13, 8:24 second quarter. Boy, a 14-point lead is nice right now, but it's March Madness. Sims, don't leave her open. 27-16. Stower from the wing. Marshall flashes down low. They go to Becker. Becker inside the lane, gives to Marshall. Right wing, thought about the 3. Drives, flips it up, and no good. Rebound, Treasure Newsom. Newsom wanting to go coast to coast. And a foul on Gibbs. Kind of threw her hip in there, and that's a pretty easy call.
I'm going to be very interested to see our rebounding stats at halftime. I'm sure this is something Coach Redeker is going to discuss.
Courtney Heffron and Mariah Ward. Baseline inbound for Ari Sims. 7:49 until halftime. Weiss goes over to Newsom. Newsom runs into her own player. Now backs down on Gibbs. Has to go up top to Weiss. Weiss to the hoop. Charge. Charge drawn by Ayanna Gibbs. Weiss, her second, team second. Josie Becker at the point. Over to the wing, Courtney Heffron. Heffron up top, Jordan Hare. Hare hands off Mariah Ward. Josie Becker runs baseline. Mariah almost lost her dribble. Josie Becker. Nice post up, Jordan Hare. Good to get there. Heffron from the left wing, 10 on the shot clock. Jordan Hare, long 2. Good! 29-16, 7:05 second quarter.
Be a great place for a defensive stop right here.
I'm taking you to Vegas if they get one. Sims, traveling violation. We're going to Vegas.
There it is.
You're a genius, Coach.
That might be the first time anybody's ever said that to me.
Aw. That can't be. You're a heck of a coach. I don't know why anybody would wait this many years later to say that. All righty, Courtney Heffern inside the lane. Mariah Ward traveled. Ooh, interesting. Yep, there it goes. Traveled once. Technically, in my mind, traveled twice,
yes.
And then they call it. 6:37 until halftime. You see the Lakeland coaches encouraging their team to spread the floor. We'll see how that pans out this possession. Ari Sims hands it off to Treasure Newsom. Newsom to the hoop. Almost throws it out of bounds. Sims is right there to recover. They go up top to Carson Fearday. Over to the wing, Schoonover. Schoonover drives on Hare. Nice defense by Jordan. A near travel by Schoonover. Newsom inside the lane, 5 on the shot clock, throws it to Schoonover. Schoonover, 2, no good. Rebound, Summer Stower. 6:05 to go until halftime. Stower pulls back, 3 ball, no good. Rebound, Courtney Heffern, jump ball, possession Lakeland. Good hustle there by both parties.
Very good. One of the things we like to say with our team, stopping a score, scoring a stop. So, we had a nice little score there and a stop. So, it's, you play that throughout the game, you end up winning.
Ari Sims back at the point for Lakeland as the Lakers look to cut into this deficit. 29-16, 5:50 to go until the break. Treasure Newsom to Ari Sims. Sims wanting to go down low, goes up top, Schoonover. Open, long, 2, no good. Rebound, Courtney Heffern tips right to Treasure Newsom, put back good.
Offensive rebound.
29-18. Josie Becker at the volleyball line, 5:28 to go until the break. Becker drives to the hoop, flips it up, rolls out, and a foul on ICC. Now, Coach, 3 starters, 2 fouls. Ward, Stafford, and Gibbs all have 2. That'll be interesting to see how that goes the rest of the game.
So now we're just trying to get to the end of the quarter and start fresh in the second half.
Ari Sims for Lakeland. Hands it off to Carson Fearday. How about Harley Berry over to the wing? Sims, fairly open 3, no good. Rebound tips Jordan Hare into the hands of Mariah Ward. And Josie is fouled. Treasure Newsom, her second, team's third.
And that's one of the things that the shot clock plays such a difference in the high school level versus the college level, because we would just really slow things down and just try to get 5 minutes off the clock and limit the possessions, where in college you just don't have that opportunity.
The never-ending debate of should there be a shot clock in high school basketball, I don't think until we get one will we ever hear the end of that debate.
I think it's coming.
Up top, Summer Stower fakes the 3 and drives off the screen. Jumper, go, no good. It went in and fell out.
I have no idea how that come out of that rim. Wow.
If it was Papa shot, it might have gone down far enough for it to register the basket. A late foul there. How is that a shooting foul? It was a way off-ball foul. Everybody was on the floor. Now, it might be a foul, but it's definitely not a shooting foul. Harley Berry to the line for Lakeland. See the delay here. Here comes the possession that we're watching on our computer. Shot was already up, and Berry was already falling. That's not a shooting foul.
I agree.
Lakeland lucks out there. And they get a free throw out of it, too. 29-19, 4:33, second quarter. Josie Becker at the point. Heffern runs baseline. They go to Ward. Back to Josie. Josie to Mariah. Right baseline, 2. Up and in.
Nice move. Very nice move.
31-19, 4:15 until the break. Ari Sims over to Shania Schoonover. Schoonover to Sims. Sims on the drive. Nice defense, Jordan Hare, and a blocking foul. Her second, team's fourth.
These last 4 minutes are going to be really important. We really want to take this momentum into the locker room at halftime. got to keep it on the white side of the court.
Ari Sims, baseline inbound. Heffron jumps up, goes for it, Schoonover open. No good, though. Heffron tips to Ward. Ari Sims complaining about the call. Almost ended up getting in the middle of that scuffle. They could have called her for a reach-in foul there. Heffron up top to Becker. Over to the wing, Stower. Midway through the shot clock. Josie Becker. Not much off-ball movement here. 8 on the shot clock for Heffron. Push off. Now, as to why they waited until 3:39 of the second quarter to finally call one. Now, 4 of the 5 starters have 2 fouls for ICC.
That is going to be huge in the second half.
.337 second quarter. Not sure what that was about. 3:36 second quarter.
Coach Rediker's probably asking why we're just now calling that.
Yeah, it's if you're going to call it, you got to call it from the onset. Fearday good.
And that one wasn't as bad as I just watching the video. That wasn't as bad as one of the earlier ones.
Josie Becker at the point. Stower from the wing. Drives, spins, puts it up, no good. Rebound to Schoonover. Schoonover up the sideline, Sims. Sims pulls back. Breedlove inside the lane. Nice block attempt, but good. Timeout, Cougars.
Great
2:58 second quarter, 7-point lead. What's been the difference here, Coach?
I don't know, a little bit of a momentum change I'm sensing. Just a little bit of couple things going. Again, in basketball, especially at this level, you got to have a little bit of luck. You got to have a couple calls your way. And all of a sudden here, things have shifted a little bit into Lakeland's favor. So good timeout by Coach Rediker. We got to get the momentum shift back to our side.
Cameron Stafford will inbound baseline out of the timeout. 7-point Cougar lead, 2:58 until half. Stafford in the Becker. 2:53 second quarter. Heffron looks inside, here goes Stafford. From the wing, Stower. Stower inside the lane, Stafford backs down, kicks it out, Heffron, baseline 2. Good! Needed that out of the timeout.
Got to give Lakeland credit. They're doing a good job of doubling Cameron the minute she touches the ball.
Ari Sims wanted to hand it off, drives herself. Over to Breedlove, long 2, no good. Rebound Summer Stower, then taken away by Schoonover. Ari Sims, baseline drive here, straight up. They got to call something on that block or charge. 33-26 now. Becker over to the wing with Stower. Looks up top for Heffron. Cut there, Josie Becker. Becker down low to Stafford. Spin move, this is off Jordan Hare. Long 2, short. Rebound Schoonover, tips to Heffron. Heffron saves it, but out of bounds. Elizabeth Busher back in for the Lakers. 1:54 until the half. Cougars up 7. Ari Sims gets it across. Interesting situation there. They go over to Breedlove for 3. No good, and a late whistle. Breedlove just fell to the ground. See if we can get a replay on that. We're going to take a look at our delay here. Ward and Marshall in. See if this is a good call or not. So Sims goes over, gives it to Breedlove. Yeah, it's a foul. Breedlove, first free throw, good.
There was a little bit of theatrics there, but there's no question there was also strong on Cameron's part.
33-28, 1:35 until the break.
We really need a bucket right here.
Stower up top, Marshall over to the wing, Hare. Right corner, Becker. Ward from the elbow. Pull up. Drives, it's an offensive. Yep. Silly fouls, Coach, silly fouls. Courtney Heffern back in, and she replaces Mariah Ward.
Earlier we was talking about Lakeland's fouls. It sure has shifted over to now we're talking about ICC's fouls.
Harley Berry has it for Lakeland.
Defensive stop.
Breedlove to the hoop. Good.
Those are the same things I saw yesterday. We're letting wide open layups. Got to have some defensive rotations and stop those.
Under a minute to go until half. Maya Marshall, Summer Stower, big three. Good!
Big three.
36-30, 45 seconds. Sims, good D by Marshall. Rebound, Hare, tips to Stower. Maya Marshall, right wing tries. Spin move, up and in. Maya Marshall, nice move there. Shot clock should be off. Or no, it's not. Separated by 2 seconds, 2.5, 3 seconds. So ICC, barring something crazy, should have the lead at halftime.
Lakeland's going to hold down to the end.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. 3, no good. Rebound, Jordan Hare. ICC goes for the buzzer beater. 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Look who it is, and 1! Summer Stower counted in the foul.
Big play, big play. That was fun to watch.
Those are the kind of plays you need going into the halftime locker room.
And those are the things you expect for your leadership on the floor.
Stower good. 3-point play, Summer Stower. At the half from East Peoria. ICC 41, Lakeland 30. We're going to take a couple minutes off our headsets. Allow me to go down and get our halftime box score. Then we'll be back. Alex Dobbs, Coach Jim Robertson back in a couple minutes. Back here at halftime in East Peoria, we're going to start with some statistical leaders for Lakeland. Ari Sims, Carson Fearday have both made 2 field goals. Ari Sims, Carson Fearday, and Abby Weiss all have made 1 3. Rayleigh Breedlove, 6 of 6 from the free throw line. Leading scorer is Breedlove with 8. Rebounds, Schoonover with 3, Breedlove with 3, and Newson with 3. Lakers only have 3 assists in the first half to ICC's 11. We'll talk more about that when we get through the full box score, but something to note there. But Newson has 2 of those 3 assists. Lakeland 6 turnovers, 2 steals for the Lakers, 1 each for Sims and Newson. Lakeland as a team 9 of 30 from the field, 30%. 3 of 11 from 3, 27%. And an impressive 9 of 10 from the free throw line, 90%. 30 points, 15 rebounds, 10 fouls, 3 assists, 6 turnovers, 1 block, and 2 steals. Coach, Lakeland obviously has been putting up quite a good fight here in the first half, but what do you think's been, I guess, your general thoughts on their first 20 minutes of play before we go to the ICC box score?
I thought they come out and had, I like to talk about energy a lot. I thought they come out and had some great energy there in the second quarter. And, of course, we played them even in the second quarter, 19-19. So that allowed them to get back in the ballgame. But credit ICC with the fact that they were able to, again, starve off some of those runs, and we can go in the locker room with an 11-point lead.
Turning to the ICC full box score, it looks like this. Josie Becker, 1 of 2 from the field. 1 of 1 from 3, 3 points, 1 rebound, 3 assists in 19 minutes. Jordan Hare, 1 of 2 from the field, 2 points, 1 rebound, 2 fouls, and assist in about 10 minutes. Mariah Ward, 1 of 1 from the field, 2 points, 4 rebounds, 3 fouls, 4 turnovers in 8 minutes. Summer Stower, nearly the leading scorer at the break, 4 of 10 from the field, 1 of 3 from 3, 1 of 1 from the line, 10 points, 7 rebounds, 1 foul, 1 assist, 5 turnovers in 19 minutes. Cameron Stafford, 1 of 2 from the field, 2 points, 1 rebound, 3 fouls, 2 assists in about 10.5 minutes. Maya Marshall, 2 of 3 from the field, 1 of 1 from 3, 5 points, 1 assist in about 7 minutes. Courtney Heffron, 2 of 2 from the field, 1 of 1 from 3, 1 of 2 from the line, 6 points, 2 rebounds, 2 fouls, 1 turnover, and 1 block in about 16 minutes. And then Ayana Gibbs, 3 of 3 from the field, 5 of 6 from the line, 11 points, 1 rebound, 2 fouls, 3 assists in 10 minutes. Cougars as a team, 15 of 25 from the field, 60%, 11 of 19 from 3. That's not right, 11 of 19 from 2. That'd be one heck of a first half, wouldn't it?
It would be.
4 of 6 from 3, 66.7%. 7 of 9 from the line, about 78%. 41 points, 18 rebounds, 13 fouls, 11 assists, 10 turnovers, 1 block. Looking at some of the intangibles, Lakeland leads points off turnovers 10-6. Let's see here. Second chance points, Lakeland 6-0 over ICC. Defensive stops, 21-19 ICC. And let's see here. Bench points, Lakeland 11, ICC 9. Quarter by quarter, ICC outscores Lincolnland 22-11 in the first. Then, Coach, you mentioned 19 all in the second quarter. So now that we've taken everybody through the ICC halftime box, your thoughts on how the Cougars played in the first half?
Well, I think they played well in the first half. They've obviously shot well. Anytime that you can come out and shoot 60% in the first half, you're off to a good start. And credit their defense to Lakeland only shooting 30%. But, we have to have a little concern in the second half. Lakeland, are they going to continue to shoot that poorly? And can we keep shooting that well? Another huge stat is those second chance points. I understand it's only 6, but we're in a tight ball game, and we can't give up a whole lot of second chance points in the second half. The other thing is the three-point shooting. We have shot well there, knock on wood. We can continue to knock those down, and turn up the defensive pressure a little bit, and have a wonderful second half.
You're a coach, so I'll put you in the coach's shoes here. For both sides, if you're Coach David Johnson in the locker room right now, what would you be telling your team getting ready to come out for the second half?
So we made a great run at them. We got to within, what did we get within? They
Five
get within
or seven?
5. Yeah, so, we've got to come out and bring that energy for the entire second half. We can't wait until the second quarter to turn that level of energy up. We know we got them in a little bit of foul trouble. We got to take the ball at them, be aggressive, try to put some of those kids on the bench so we can make a little run at them.
And for Coach Redeker, what do you think she's telling the team right now?
So just the opposite. We've got our thumb on them a little bit. We want to keep our thumb on them. We have to control our fouls. We've got to be better at getting them off the boards, not giving them second chance points. So we've got to control the boards, got to stay out of foul trouble, take good shots, good shot selections, and get us a win here today.
I was told at halftime that Nyack blew out Kirkwood. So we're going to take a look at that. Well, maybe the conference Twitter has it. Well, I don't know. Somebody's bound to have it, but I was told Nyack blew out Kirkwood. But either way, a big rivalry like that, Kirkwood, I don't think they're just not having their best year. Normally they're like one of the Titans, number 1, number 2 ranked. They fell to ICC. I think that was kind of the first of a couple dominoes because then they lost twice to Nyack after that. And then that meant they would have to go to Nyack for the conference tournament / region tournament. So that ended up kind of hurting them as well. And obviously Coach Kim Moole, 31st season, especially at this level, there just aren't that many coaches that are around for 31 years, having quite a footprint on a program. 31 years is a lot of time to be coaching.
That's amazing. That is amazing. How many years was Coach Ramsey here?
Ooh, putting me on the spot.
We're going to have to look that up.
Yeah, we're going to have to. Thankfully, I have you covered. Got the program here, the season program. Gonna have to do some math here, folks. My math could be better. So she stepped down in 2003. Wow. So 35 years Coach Ramsey was the head coach at ICC. So obviously left quite a mark on this program, literally a mark in that her name's on the gym. And right when you come in, you see the Coach Ramsey painted portrait with the national championship trophies to her side sheet. She's you could argue, one of, if not the greatest junior college basketball coach at the NJCAA level ever.
Without question. It's been a thrill to me to have gotten to know her over the years, and I actually had her come to some of my camps, and her knowledge base, and even at her age now, her knowledge and the way she's still breaking down games, I think Coach Redeker told me last year Coach Ramsey was coming into practice because she had something new. What a great relationship they have. What a great relationship Coach Ramsey has with ICC, and what a thrilling career she's had.
We're just over a minute until the second half begins. And it'll be interesting. I think ICC, like we had talked about, kind of maybe not full on fell apart, but the wheels started to fall off. They started to get a little shaky and fall off the axle. And, so once you get that kind of figured out, I think it'll be interesting to see how things pan out in the second half.
Well, and hopefully our senior, or I guess I'm going to call them seniors, our sophomore leaders will get us through that and not allow those wheels to fall off. Alex, I just realized I've been so excited about coming and doing this broadcast with you. I have a conference meeting at 4 o'clock in Bartonville, so I am going to have to scurry out of here about 20 till 4.
Sounds like a plan. Hopefully we can get the game over before then.
Hopefully we can get through this, because I would be upset if I got to leave and miss us have a good second half and hopefully pull this off.
Well, at a worst-case scenario, maybe it would be hilarious, and obviously we're very appreciative to have you here, but if they start having kind of a subpar second half, you go to your conference meeting and they come back and win. I mean, obviously, like when I knew you would be able to jump on the broadcast here, I was thrilled to have you. But that would be pretty ironic if that ended up being what happened.
Hey, maybe as a matter of fact, if things start going south there early, I'm going to go out in the hallway for a little bit.
Sounds like a plan. We're underway in the second half. He's got a point. I don't know if you could pick that up on our broadcast, but I think you could say both teams' rebounding needs to be better. Kicked ball, it'll stay Cougar ball.
Great minds think alike.
Baseline inbound for Josie Becker. And another kick ball.
That's a good-looking inbound play, too, Coach Redeker called. I liked it.
So about that 4 o'clock conference meeting. Kick ball, kick ball,
nice,
kick ball.
Nice.
Heffron.
Oh. The start of this quarter is going to be so important.
They work it back up to Ari Sims. Weiss and Fearday, Newsom on the floor as well. And then Schoonover. So they've gone with starters. Sims to the hoop. Good. $9:17 to go in the third quarter. Cougars up 9. Summer Stower to the hoop. Gives it off Iana Gibbs. Up and a little too strong and taken away by Lakeland. Now the Lakers have a chance to cut back into it. Weiss hands it off to Fearday. Drops it back for Sims. Schoonover spins back into the hoop and blocked. Down floor, Josie Becker. Becker at the point, over to the corner, baseline with Heffron. Mid-range jumper, wide left. Rebound to Lakeland. Cougars got to rebound better.
3 good looks at the basket, too.
Schoonover to Newsom. Newsom back to Schoonover now. Hands it off Sims. Sims to the hoop, pushes back to Newsom. Fakes right pass. Not much you can do with that. (41-34). Stower almost has it stolen. Over to Becker. Becker to Gibbs. Gibbs spins back, fakes out. Nice move.
Nice move. Needed that.
Sims on the other end. .15 on the shot clock, 7:40 game clock. Weiss, I don't know what happened there. Fearday flings it behind her to Newsom. Back down the Schoonover. Has numbers, turnaround 2 is good. 43-36, 7:23 third quarter. Heffron drives, gives it back to Marshall. Becker, inside Gibbs, foul. Their first. Her third, team's first. Mariah Ward, Cameron Stafford back in. Both with 3 fouls, so watch out for that. Lakeland will counter with Elizabeth Busher. Inbound Becker to Stower. Stower pushes off, nothing there. Rebound for Weiss. 7:09 third quarter. Busher, corner 3. No good. Good clear out Mariah Ward, but she fell out of bounds. .7:02 to go third quarter, ICC by 7. It'll be a baseline inbound near side for Ari Sims. Gets it into Treasure Newsom at the wing. Newsom over to Sims, back up to Weiss. Weiss flips it out, and that's easy. Oh, nearly misses the backboard, too. Heffron to Stower. Stower step back. Becker, top of the key, over to Heffron. Heffron to Ward, over to Stower. Stower inside, dangerous pass. Heffron in the corner. Back down to Ward. Ward tipped away. Heffron. Becker saves it. 7 on the shot clock. Becker off the screen, pull up, good. 45-36, 6:18 third quarter. Ari Sims from the wing. Newson ready there for the screen at the elbow. Sims to Busher, now Weiss. Weiss hands off Newson, inside the lane, up and in. Now it's truly survive and advance, especially the way Lakeland has started the second half.
The shooting percentage is real up, and they're just getting a lot of at-the-basket shots. You got to get them out of the paint.
Summer Stower off the screen, pull up for two, good. 47-38, 5:35 third quarter. I think a big difference will be if ICC can keep this at double figures at the end of the third quarter.
Agreed.
We'll see where we're at in 5.5 minutes of play. Fearday hands it back to Weiss. 10 on the shot clock. Newson, Sims. Sims drives, muscles it up. That's a foul. Ooh, no call, but they do give the ball to Lakeland. Breedlove back in.
We may have gotten away with one there.
I believe so, Coach. Baseline inbound for Sims. Open three, Newson, no good, and touch the wiring. So even if it would have fallen, it would not have counted. Mariah Ward will inbound far baseline. Heffron at the wing. Back up top, Ward. Over to the wing, Becker. Heffron runs baseline, gets it underneath. Swings it up top, Stower. Stower step back, will now bring it up top of the key. Over to Josie Becker, 11 on the shot clock, Heffron. Heffron to the hoop. Gives it over to Stafford, right wing. Stafford with 5. With 4 and 3, Josie Becker, mid-range jumper, wide right. Rebound for Fearday. Stafford closes out. Fearday, no good and a foul. Josie Becker, her first, team's first. Jordan Hare returns, and then we'll see Shakura Metz, freshman out of Peoria High, for the first time today. Carson Fearday at the line. First one good. (47-39). Second free throw for Fearday. Good. Lakeland has only missed one free throw the whole game. That may end up being a big X factor. And I don't have a problem jinxing that. Mariah Ward hands it off to Jordan Hare. Over to the wing, Josie Becker. Becker swatted away, still has it. 13 on the shot clock, 11 and 10. Ward to Heffron, 3 ball. Short, rebound to Ari Sims. 7-point game. Sims to the hoop, now Fearday. Mid-range jumper, good. 47-42, 3:56 third quarter. Courtney Heffron from the wing. Goes up to Josie Becker. Over to the wing, Metz. Top of the key again, Heffron. Heffron looks over to the wing, running out of options. Got to prevent the 5-second call. Josie Becker to the hoop. Lot of contact and a foul.
Good drive.
(24) Breedlove, her second, team second. Gibbs, Marshall, Stower. So no new entries. Josie. 3:39 third quarter and a 5-point ICC lead. Becker, 2 shots. First one good. 48-42, 3:39 third quarter. Josie Becker, 6-point lead, 1 more shot. Free throw good.
Big free throws. Needed them.
7-point lead, 3:37 third quarter.
Now for that defensive stop on the score.
They give it back down the Fearday, up and in. You see, that essentially just negates those 2 free throws.
Yep.
Gibbs backs down, pushes up, no good, and a rebound for Newsom. See if Lakeland gets a 2 for 1. That's going to be critical. Schoonover, good. Timeout ICC.
So we were talking about those shooting percentages. I haven't been keeping track of Lakeland's, but ICC right now is 3 of 10, 30%.
That's not good. 3 of 10 from the field. 49-46 with 3:12 to go in the third quarter.
Should I head out to the hallway?
I don't know. Let's see where we're at the end of the third quarter. .312 third quarter, 3-point Cougar lead. ICC looks to get it back to multiple possessions. It's Josie Becker at the point. Up top to Jordan Hare. Hare over to the wing, Marshall. Stower runs baseline. I love this play. 3 ball, no good. Wow. It's honestly, I've seen them run that play about a couple thousand times, it feels like, and that might be the first time that Summers airballed one.
And it looked phenomenal.
Barry with it. Drives inside, handoff, and a foul on Becker. Her second, team second. Be a baseline inbound for Barry. Newsom. At the elbow, drives. Gives it off Fearday. Fearday long, 2 short. Rebound, Newsom saves it and throws it off Gibbs. At that point, you just got to back away so they can't do that.
Yes.
2:38 third quarter. Lakeland could tie it. Correct me if I'm wrong, I do not believe they have led in this game yet.
No.
Barry rather, Newsom good. 49-48, 2:20 third quarter. Josie Becker at the point. Over to the wing with Stower. Stower looks up top, steps back now. Up top to Maya Marshall. Marshall off the screen, pulls up long 2, no good, and an easy rebound. Got to crash the boards. Weiss on the other end, traveled. Oh, we'll take that too.
Big, that's big.
Weiss, her third. I mean, that's not the right call, but we'll take it. Becker over to the wing, Stower. 1:52 third quarter. Stower up top, Becker. Looking inside the lane, goes to Marshall at the wing. Up top, Gibbs. Gibbs wants to go inside to Jordan Hare. Gibbs spin moves, Josie Becker. Becker mid-range. Jordan Hare free throw line blocked. Rebound Newsom. Lakeland for the lead. Folks, you need to sit down. We can't see. Over to the corner, Fearday, back up top, Newsom. Newsom gives it. Now Weiss. Weiss drives, hands it off to Newsom. 10 on the shot clock. Goes back up to Barry. Barry over to the corner, Schoonover. 5 on the shot clock, foul on Marshall. That's her first, team's third. .112 third quarter and a 1-point Cougar lead. Baseline inbound, this is Barry. Gets it into Newsom, left baseline. Drives now, puts it up and no good, no call there. Rebound Jordan Hare, tosses it ahead to Summer Stower. Stower from the wing, pulls back. Drives, jump stop, 2, no good. Rebound Lakeland. Lakers could take the lead here towards the end of the third quarter. Newsom over to Schoonover. Schoonover spins on Hare, flips it over Newsom. 18-second shot clock. Newsom to the hoop, and Lakeland leads. Lakers have their first lead of the game with 37 seconds to go in the third quarter. Summer Stower top of the key. Over to the wing, Josie Becker. Cougars can go for one, well, I don't know. You probably try to eke out as much of this as you can. Marshall, mid-range, no good. Not a good shot there. Rebound Lakeland. Shot clock is off. By the way, Bradley is going back to the NCAA tournament. They defeat Valparaiso 80-66. So congratulations to Brian Wardle and company. Fearday at the left wing. Lost her dribble. Last second heave, no good. No good. We are going to the fourth quarter. Lakeland by 1. Coach, your thoughts on the third quarter?
Well, everything shooting percentage-wise, you know, when you look at the incidentals throughout there, the points in the paint and such like that, it was a pretty even ball game. Come down really to shooting percentage, and it has sure flip-flopped.
20-point third quarter for Lakeland, as opposed to just an 8-point third quarter for ICC. Especially at this level, you cannot have single-digit scoring quarters. 8 points gives them 49, 20 gives Lakeland 50. A 2 from Becker, Stower, and Gibbs, then a pair of free throws from Becker. There's got to be more scoring production if they want to win this game.
3 of 19 in that quarter.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention, please. Just in case some of you may not have cell phones, I'm going to give a spoiler to you. Bradley won the Missouri Valley Conference tournament by beating Valpo 76-64.
Start of the fourth quarter, Lakeland on their feet. Baseline, sideline inbound for Abby Weiss. This is it. Will the Cougars three-peat, or does Lakeland have something to say about that?
It's amazing we can only be down 1 point shooting 3 of 19.
That is a very good point. Sims over to Breedlove, rather. Hands it off to Fearday. Fearday, cross-court Sims. Sims in the middle, tosses it over Breedlove. Now Sims from the wing. Sims way too open. No good, though. Let it go some. She does. Out of bounds to Lakeland. I find myself in the Hawk Harrelson shoes sometimes. You know how he sometimes ends up talking to the players like, come on, Paulie, come on, AJ. You know, it's like
trying to project what you want out to them.
I wish I was that good.
Don't we all?
You're a coach. You might have a leg up on me at least on that. Becker to the hoop on Sims. Flips it up. Wild shot. No good. Stafford put back good.
Big rebound. Big rebound. Now here we go. We got to stop on the score. Score and a stop. Stop on the score.
9:13 to go in the fourth quarter. They hand it off to Fearday. Over to the corner, Weiss. Open corner three. Fakes out Stower. 3 good. Can't give up on that. You got to go back and D it up still.
Big answer.
Josie Becker from the left wing. Stafford posting up. Becker from the wing, back down low Stafford, and a kick. The ball got to her okay. How did anybody kick it?
Didn't see that.
Newson for Schoonover. Baseline inbound Becker. Gibbs from the elbow, hands it off Stower. A lot of contact there. Heffron from the wing. Heffron back to Gibbs. Gibbs spin move, toss it over Heffron, and a late travel call comes in. I mean, it had to maybe clip a shoelace of Ari Sims for that to be called a kick ball.
I sure didn't see it.
Mariah Ward is in.
Turnovers are key here, too. We have to have a shot every time down the floor.
Ari Sims over to Abby Weiss. Back to Sims. Sims at the top of the key, 13 on the shot clock. Now Newson. Newson drives on Ward, up, and no good. Rebound Stafford. Up the left sideline, Stower. Cougars down 2. Stower from the left wing inside the lane, Ward. Ward spin move, travel, no call. Put back, no good. Rebound tips off Stafford. 8:07 fourth quarter, 2-point game. This becomes a really big, you couldn't say do or die, but really critical possession for Lincoln, or for Lakeland rather. This is Ari Sims from the wing. Dribbles inside over to the corner now, Weiss. Weiss at the free throw line over to the wing. Sims could have taken the three there, nearly loses her dribble. 13 on the shot clock. Sims to the hoop. Up and in. 55-51, 7:40 fourth quarter. Becker top of the key. Hands it off Stower. Stower down low Stafford. Turnaround two. Nice move. No good, but a foul. Breedlove, her third. Ayana Gibbs will return. Oh, she's for Cameron, so pending Cameron's free throws. 7:34 fourth quarter. Free throw, no good. One more free throw for Cam. Yeah, Breedlove got too much body on that, so that was a good call. Stafford second free throw. Ayana Gibbs for Cameron Stafford. 7:34 fourth quarter, 3-point Lakeland lead. Ari Sims. Goes up top to Weiss. Weiss back to Fearday. Fearday, why is she that open? Newsom misses everything nearly. Squirts away to Summer Stower. Good play to be aware of where that ball is. Stower.
Absolutely.
No, that's a no. Block, yep. Very good call. Because Fearday was already going down before Stower ever got there. Her second, team second, counted on the foul, Summer Stower. Now, that's a tricky thing to do, but you got to be careful to make sure you don't start falling before the player's there, because then that's an automatic block, if not a flopping warning, because that's a thing now. Summer Stower, free throw, good.
Big possession right there.
Back to tied.
Well played.
Sims, 7:03 fourth quarter. Over to the wing, Weiss. Weiss corner, Fearday. Fearday to the hoop. Good. Back and forth we go, Coach.
I want to get in the other side of the back and forth.
Gibbs to Stower. Stower, push off, no call. Gets the three, no good. Rebound for Harley Berry. Top of the key, Sims, almost over and back. Berry, back up top to Fearday. Corner three, short. Over the backboard, Cougar ball. Stafford and Marshall return. (57-55) Lakeland, 6:19 to go. Remember, Lakeland has had to not use their last three timeouts because those first two went very quickly. We'll see how quickly these last three for both teams go. Heffron up top to Gibbs, over to the wing, Becker. Heffron runs baseline, they close out. Marshall top of the key. Running out of room goes Stafford. Stafford flip up and no good. Rebound Fearday. Dangerous down court pass, Weiss in stride. Blocked by Gibbs. What a block. And then a foul on Lakeland. So they call the foul on Carson Fearday. That's her third, team's third. And that, wait, what? How did an ICC foul come out of that?
I missed something.
'Tis confusion. Because there definitely was a foul on Fearday. That was her third. Did they call a double foul?
Guys, I was just going to ask.
No, they didn't call a foul on Fearday. It's on Gibbs. Holy Toledo. That's a good block. So Ayana gives his third, team's first. Barry made one and made two. 59-55, that was a very late call. Maybe the right call, but terribly late. Heffron at the volleyball line. 5:38 to go. Cougars down 4. Summer Stower down low to Gibbs and a foul. Weiss is in major foul trouble. She has 4. So Coach Johnson will put her on the bench and substitute her for Shania Schoonover. Josie Becker, baseline inbound. What do we have here? What's this about? So a lot of time to not change anything on the board. Baseline inbound for Josie Becker. Gets it into Stafford. Nice look. Cam to Ayana. Spin move. Ayana, 2. Good.
Nice move. Okay, here we need to stop.
59-57, 5:22, fourth quarter. Ari Sims on the drive on Gibbs. Why did we let her have that? No good. Schoonover, put back, no good. Rebound Schoonover. Barry is fouled. Summer Stower, her second, team second.
We just flat got out hustled right there.
Can't have plays like that in these kind of games.
No.
5:10, fourth quarter, Lakers by 2. Sims to Barry. 5:05 in the fourth quarter. Lakeland trying to get it to multiple possessions. Barry to the hoop, and Stafford is in foul trouble with 4. Barry and 1. One shot for Barry.
We always try to teach our kids, if you're going to foul, don't let them score. Apparently her coach didn't do a very good job of that.
Timeout ICC, it's a full.
Her coach referring to me, not Coach Redeker.
Yeah. So full timeout ICC. 4:57 to go. Coach, you could say it's got to start now if they want to get a run, because you want to get a run and then get it to the point where, you know, you can suffice a miss or two.
Yeah, we need to come out strong right out of this timeout.
But, yeah, 62-57, and Cougars are at an 8-point quarter right now. 3, 5, 7, 9, and 12 for Lakeland. So that'll do it. 62-57 as it stands right now. Remember, well, I wouldn't say this would be something you'd remember. I'd remember ICC has never lost a region championship since because I'm in my third year. They won it the first 2 years. So this would be something puzzling to see if the score holds. Now, credit to Lakeland, because they're a heck of a team. But, you know, to come in and beat the 2-time defending region champs on their home floor is a big-time statement W if they can get it.
Key possession right here coming out of the timeout.
Stower on the base sideline inbound. I almost said baseline again. I'll get it figured out at some point. Stower lost it. Scoon over to Newson. I'd go for the dagger 3, but Fearday no good.
Offensive rebound with 4 steps layup.
We're giving the game away right now, Coach. Heffron down low, turnover, kickball.
And I've been in Coach Redeker's shoes in this situation. Sometimes you're just helpless. You know, they make these mistakes on the floor and you just can't help them.
Baseline inbound for Becker, gets to Stower, quick 3, good. 64-60, 4:18 fourth quarter.
Need some good defense here.
Sims at the left wing. Goes over to the corner, Schoonover. Sims, nothing easy. Newsom thought about the three, drives on Stafford, drives on Gibbs, and a
Oh, my.
right call. Terrible timing. Ayana Gibbs, her fourth, team's fourth. Newsom will get 2 free throws. These are going to end up being big. Free throw, good. Need this game to end in 10 minutes, right?
Well, I'll tell you what, we'll make it go as long as we need to for the win.
66-60. Josie Becker over to the wing, Courtney Heffron. Heffron to Gibbs. Gibbs hands off Stafford. Over to the wing, bad passes. Good. That's got to be the game with the momentum Lakeland's got right now, unless ICC somehow pulls it out.
It's going to be a big score right here. Turnovers and shooting percentage has been huge here in the second half for ICC.
Stower blocking foul, no shot. Fourth foul, so ICC is in the bonus the rest of the way. Schoonover her first. Mariah Ward is back. .331 fourth quarter, 68-60 Lakeland. Baseline inbound, Josie Becker. Gets it into Mariah Ward. Spins back, up and in. 68-62, 3:23 fourth quarter. Ari Sims gets it across. Lakers rightfully so taking their time. Push off. Offensive foul, Carson Fearday. Her third, team's fifth. No free throws at that moment, but there will be free throws every Lakeland foul the rest of the way. Heffron to Stafford. Over to the wing, Becker. Heffron underneath. Draws the shot and in. 68-64. 2:53.
We need another defensive stop right here. Not insurmountable.
You can feel the energy in the crowd. Timeout, Lakeland. It's a full.
So again, coming out of this timeout is huge. We need a defensive stop. Obviously, Lakeland's called a timeout just to kind of stop the momentum, but he's also going to set up a play here. I mean, he's going to set up whatever he's got in his arsenal to make sure he gets a good look at the basket. We've got to hold that off.
And potentially at this point, you're talking dagger-type shots. With it already being a 4-point lead, say they hit a 3-ball, 7-point lead, that puts ICC in almost full-on panic mode.
Absolutely. And, you know, it's a funny thing you bring up because in my world, under no circumstances will I allow a 3. We're up by 4 points, take care of the ball, make sure we get a good quality shot. But in college, things are so different. It's I just sometimes I wonder if I could coach at the college level.
That would be interesting. We as long as you don't coach for a team that we would play against, we're okay with seeing you, because obviously, you know. And when I talked to Cam a couple of home games ago after the game, you know, you just see the impact, and would love to have you at the college level, but obviously you've already done great things at IB, so may the cards fall the way they will.
All right, let's go, ladies.
Ari Sims, 2:44 to go. To go up 6. Good.
Point blank at the basket layups. Goodness, girls.
Josie Becker over to the wing, Courtney Heffron. Heffron. Gibbs fights through the defensive pressure. Stower, yep. Stower with 3. Player control foul, no free throws.
Going to have to look at a little full court pressure here pretty quick.
This is going to be it. I think this might be the all-telling possession. Ari Sims. 2-10. Newson, 3. No good. Rebound Stower. Cougars absolutely need to score here. Momentum. Stower to Gibbs. Gibbs backs down, puts it up, and in. 70-66, 150 to go.
We got to get out and pressure the ball.
Weiss gives it over to Newson. Newson to the hoop. Spins back, big 3. No good. Rebound Newson.
Huge offensive rebound.
To the hoop. Charge! Charge! Treasure Newson, Cougar ball! Four-point game, 1:22 to go. Josie Becker at the point. Has it at the left wing. Gibbs underneath. Good! 2-point game, 70-68. 1 minute to go. Timeout Lakeland. (70-68) Lakeland, 104 fourth quarter. Coach, this has got to be one of the more stressful huddles you could be in all season. Can you even try to put a coach's hat on in these kind of situations?
On both sides, it's stressful. Coach Redeker's talking about that. We've got to get through this possession. We got to make sure we get on the boards. Try to not let them have an open look at the basket. And Lakeland on the other side saying, we want to run the shot clock down as long as we can and make sure we get a good look at the basket.
70-68 Lakeland. Lakers only have 1 timeout left. Cougars have 2. Both teams in the bonus. The arrow favors ICC. Oh boy. You kind of knew with a double overtime game yesterday that we would almost be guaranteed a decent game today, and I think we're being treated to a good one. Harley Berry will inbound near sideline. 1:04 to go in the fourth quarter. Need a stop here. Berry inbounds to Sims. We are at a minute.
Couldn't ask for any better in a championship game.
Sims, Fearday. Hands it off to Berry. Berry spins back. Sims, 6 on the shot clock. Sims, Newson, lost it. 3, 2, 1. No good. Rebound Sims, though. That's big. 32 seconds. This will be the last possession with the shot clock. Weiss, 25 seconds. Gets it to the volleyball line. 5 seconds. Weiss to the hoop. Now Berry, Newson to beat the shot clock. No good. And a foul. Who's it on? Oh, it's on Lakeland. Lakeland gets a foul. The Cougars are going to be able to tie it. Treasure Newson has fouled out.
How many times have you heard in your short broadcasting career that free throws win ball games?
About 1,000.
This is huge.
Come on, Mariah. 70-68 Lakeland, 15.1 seconds. Mariah Ward. Free throw. Good. 1-point game. (70-69). One more free throw. Tied game. 70-70. Timeout Lakeland. They are out. 70-70. 15.1 to go. $15.1 to go in the fourth quarter, 70-70. Oh boy.
And Lakeland's out of timeouts. We got to come out, play some good defense, try not to foul, try to make sure they don't get a good open look at the basket.
70-70, both teams in the bonus, arrow to ICC. Cougars still have 2 timeouts, and as we've mentioned, the Lakers are out. So that will end up being a big factor, as will the bonus, and I'm sure as will the arrow.
We can assume they're going to hold for the last shot, I would think.
You would assume. Need a stop here, 15.1. Near sideline inbound for the Lakers. Here comes the Cougar crowd. Near baseline or near sideline inbound for Weiss. 15.1 seconds. Weiss gets it in. Fearday, 12 seconds. They're going to hold it for the last shot. Fearday with 7 seconds. Lakeland for a trip to the national tournament. Fearday, no good! Overtime! Overtime in East Peoria! Cougars get the stop, 70-70.
And we do have a little experience with overtime.
A little bit, maybe a little too much. Huh. Well.
You could not ask for any better game in a championship game. What a game.
And again, you know, this is going to sound like I'm being cocky when I say this, but I'm just reporting the facts. The last 2 region championship games for ICC have either been in the teens or 20s by final score. So that, like you said, I love seeing this in a championship game. Tied, going to overtime, and you just got to love it. Great atmosphere. Lakeland brought a great number of fans. ICC brought a great number of fans. And now this is puzzling. I hope people are just going to the washroom or getting a drink because there's people leaving the gym right now. But
I'm sure they're running out to get ready for this last 5 minutes. Speaking of which, I am going to have to check out. I have a conference meeting to get to for all conference for my team. Unfortunately, I have to check out on you, but what a thrill and honor to do this with you. And we're going to see if you said, if I leave, how this is going to work out.
Thank you very much. That's the great Illini Bluffs head girls basketball coach, Jim Robertson. He obviously has other engagements to get to, but we are very appreciative to have had him on the call to this point of the game. They've got 0.2 seconds on the clock for some reason right now. So I will fly solo the rest of the way. So, Jace, if you copy in the control room, I'm going to go to mic 2 real quick. So pardon the noise, folks. All right, so now I can hear myself. So 70-70, getting ready to start overtime. A 20-point fourth quarter for Lakeland gave them 70. 21-70. Holy Toledo! ICC got a 30. This may not need overtime. Josie Becker near sideline inbound. Cougars are going to have a chance at a buzzer beater. Josie Becker on the inbound. Gets it in. Gives for Nationals. No good. We are indeed going to overtime. So ICC got a 30-second timeout in. Overtime on the way in East Peoria. We are very happy to bring this one to you. 70-70. Going to OT. So once again, game reset. Obviously, fouls don't start over, so both teams are still in the bonus. Possession arrow still favors ICC, pending the jump ball. It'll be Bailey Breedlove jumping for Lakeland. 7 field goals, 1 3. Lakeland 5 of 5 from the line in fourth quarter. Cougars get their last instructions in. Going to overtime. What a flip of the script. Lakeland won by 25 in East Peoria, and it's going to take more than 40 minutes to get a winner here in round 2. Breedlove, Heffron, overtime in East Peoria for the region championship. We are underway in OT. Gibbs throws it back to Becker. Cougars have the ball to begin overtime. Josie Becker, top of the key, swings it over left wing, Courtney Heffron. Heffron off the screen from Gibbs, free throw line. Pulls back, and a 3-second lane violation on the Cougars. 4:49 in overtime. Winner to Port Huron, Michigan in the national tournament. Ari Sims at the left wing. Goes up top now. Swings it over right corner, Weiss. Weiss back up to Sims. Into the corner now, Barry. Barry drives on Gibbs. Flips it up top of the key, Sims. Over to the left wing with Breedlove. Breedlove back to Sims at the right wing. Inside the free throw line. 10 on the shot clock. Breedlove, 3. No good. Rebound, Courtney Heffron. Heffron up the right sideline. Josie Becker. Becker on the fast break. Gibbs. Left block. Steps in. 2 up. No good. Rebound, Weiss tips to Breedlove. Or not Breedlove. Barry, rather. Barry runs out of control and lucks out and gets a foul on ICC. Free throws for Lakeland. Courtney Heffron picks up her third. Harley Berry to the free throw line here in overtime. 70-70, good. Lakeland by 1, 4:13 to go in the extra period. 71-70, 4:13 OT, 2 free throws good, 72-70 Lakeland. On the other end for the Cougars, it's Josie Becker. Over to the right wing, Courtney Heffron. Stower flashes up to the elbow now. Gibbs top of the key, swings it over left wing, Becker. Becker goes top of the key to Summer Stower. Thought about the 3, will now drive. Spins back at the free throw line, flips it up with contact, blocked by Weiss. Heffron at the free throw line, Gibbs. Gibbs over to left corner, Becker, 3 ball. Good! Josie Becker for 3! 73-72, 3:43 in OT. Sims at the point for the Lakers. Nearly runs into Gibbs. Inside the lane. Over to the corner, Breedlove. Long 2. Good. 74-73. Back and forth we go. Becker over to the wing. Heffron, top of the key, Stafford. Swings it over left wing, Stower. Stower looking inside to Stafford inside the lane. Muscles it up. No good. Rebound, Breedlove. Now Sims. Sims, Lakers could take, well, technically would still be a 1-possession game at a maximum. Sims from the left wing. Inside the lane now at the right elbow over to the right corner with Weiss. 3 minutes to go in overtime. I keep mixing those two up. Breedlove now at the wing. Over to the right wing with Weiss. Weiss at the free throw line, left baseline with Barry. Barry, blocking foul, Ayanna Gibbs. Gibbs is out. That's big for the Cougars. Mariah Ward will enter for Ayanna Gibbs. So Gibbs fouls out. Mariah Ward is in. 74-73 Lakeland. Harley Berry back to the free throw line. 74-73. Berry, good. One more free throw for Barry, and it's good. 76-73, 2:43 in overtime. Becker from the right wing. Over to the wing now, Heffron. Heffron off the screen. Goes top of the key, Mariah Ward, almost stolen. Josie Becker still has it. Becker over to the wing, Stower, 3 ball, no good. Rebound, Courtney Heffron. Ari Sims pushed her. Ari Sims pushed her blatantly on the sideline. That is a terrible call. Sims shoved the Cougars out of bounds. Lakers luck out with that one. 2:22 in overtime, 76-73. Ari Sims down to 2:13. Lakers could take a pretty substantial lead here, but then again, we've said that a couple times, and yet there have still been comebacks by both sides, so you never know. Fearday, long three. No, over the backboard, Cougar ball. 2 minutes to go, 2:01 on the clock. Cougars will go length of the floor. Yeah, Sims blatantly pushed Heffron out of bounds with the delay, so that would have been an easy call there. Stower at the left wing. Off the screen, Stower to the hoop, jump stop, no good. Rebound, Breedlove. 76-73, 1:42 to go. Cougars still have 2 timeouts left. They have 100 seconds to use them. Sims right in front of the Lakeland bench. Lakers obviously have momentum. They have the keys to the car, if you will. No good. Rebound, Josie Becker. Cougars can shoot for the tie. Becker at the point. On the drive, pulls back now. 76-73 Lakeland, 1:13 to go in overtime. Stover from the right wing inside the lane. Stafford turnaround two. No good. That's probably going to do it. Ari Sims, Lakeland is 62 seconds away from nationals. Ari Sims, Lakers by 3. Down to 50 seconds. Hands it off. No, she doesn't. Ari Sims to the hoop. Up and in. Lakeland's going to nationals. Timeout ICC. ICC 5-point lead. It's going to take a miracle, you'd think. With the bonus, with only 1 timeout left, a lot's going to have to go right ICC's way if they want to win this. ICC calls a timeout. 78-73, 44.3 to go in overtime. Now, if the Lakeland fans can help me out here, I know they've never won a national championship, but have they ever made it to nationals? If somebody from Lakeland listening that knows that off the top of their head can help me out in the comments section, I'd appreciate it. But I know they've never won a title, but have they gotten to the national tournament before? Because I certainly would want to use that line in my final score if anybody knows that. 44.3 to go in overtime. Lakeland 78, ICC 73. Cougars have 1 timeout. Lakers have 1 timeout. Both teams in the bonus. Arrow to Lakeland. Okay, 2000 and 2012. Okay, thanks everybody. So it is not the first time they've made it. Appreciate it. So 2012 looks like the most recent one. Stafford 2 is good. Appreciate everybody helping out. 2 no good there. 78-75, 37.6 seconds. Oh, didn't know that. So BJ, thanks for the, I guess you could say, plug there. So Lakeland called their final timeout. 37.6 to go in overtime. Lakeland is out of timeouts. Cougars still have 1. Weiss will inbound sideline. Jonathan Patterson gives Weiss the ball. 37.6 seconds to go. Inbounds to Ari Sims. This will likely be the last possession with the shot clock in overtime. Lakeland, rightfully so, will use a maximum amount of the clock. Sims 20 seconds. 10 on the shot clock. Now the Lakers got to go. Sims for the dagger. Traveled! ICC will shoot for the tie. 11.8 seconds. ICC will call time and inbound table side. Cougars are out of timeouts. 78-75 Lakeland, 11.8 in OT. Just want to make sure the 90 plus of you that are tuning in, everybody's heart rate is okay. Nobody's injured themselves or perhaps broken a piece of equipment nearby wherever you're tuning in. Because it's been one of those kind of games that if I was watching instead of broadcasting, I might have done that myself. But nonetheless, 11.8 in overtime. It comes down to this. No timeouts. Both teams in the bonus. Arrow to Lakeland. $11.8 to go. ICC down 3. Cougars can shoot for the tie. Summer Stower will inbound near sideline. Stower gets it into Stafford. 10 seconds. Cameron Stafford, Summer Stower. Stower steps out of bounds. They don't call it. Stower, no good. And Lakeland's going to Nationals. ICC fouls. Lakers will shoot. Stafford fouls out. At least the first couple rows. After that, you're good, but at least the first couple rows, please. Thank you. Carson Fearday at the line. Fearday at the line to send the Lakers to Nationals, officially. Free throw good. Free throw good. And for the first time since 2012, Lakeland is going to the national tournament. Final score, Lakeland 80, ICC 75. We thank you all for tuning in all throughout the season. This is Alex Dobbs saying so long from the Cougarplex. Cougars fall short of the three-peat. Lakeland is going to nationals for the first time since 2012. A big win for the Lakers. Best of luck to Coach Johnson and company in Port Huron. This is Alex Dobbs signing off for Season 3 as the play-by-play voice of your ICC Cougars. Final score from East Peoria, Lakeland 80, Cougars 75. So long from East Peoria.